Delete the image you have in your head of space. You know the one. That peaceful, empty, quiet void where stars float gently in the distance. Because the cold, hard truth is, we have been lying to ourselves for centuries. That darkness you see at night, it's a biological hallucination. A limit of your eyes, not reality. We recently did something that sounds insane. We took the most sophisticated piece of engineering in human history, the James Webb Space Telescope, and we pointed it at the darkest, deadest patch of nothingness we could find. We expected silence. We expected the void. Instead, the universe screamed back at us. Webb didn't find emptiness. It hit a solid wall of light. Turns out, the universe isn't an ocean with a few islands. It is a suffocating jungle. It is a room filled floor to ceiling with matter. Where we once saw nothing, we now know there are galaxies stacked on top of galaxies, stretching back to the very edge of existence. For decades, the Hubble telescope was like looking at the world through a dirty keyhole. We were seeing a shadow of the truth. James Webb didn't just clean the glass. It kicked the door down. And what came flooding in, frankly, terrified the astronomers. Webb's secret weapon is that it doesn't see like a human. It sees in infrared. It hunts for heat. It tracks the thermal signature of ghosts. Because light takes time to travel, Webb isn't looking at the present. It's looking 13.5 billion years into the past. When you look at those deep red smudges in the Webb images, you aren't looking at stars. You are looking at a cosmic graveyard. Many of those galaxies don't even exist anymore. They burned out, exploded, or collided eons ago. We are literally performing an autopsy on the beginning of time. But here is where the cosmic vertigo kicks in. If you hold a single grain of sand up to the sky at arm's length, that tiny grain covers the area Webb photographed. In that grain of sand, thousands of galaxies, cities of stars, trillions of worlds. And if you zoom into the dark spaces between those galaxies, you find more galaxies. It's a hall of mirrors that never ends. The density is suffocating. It proves that we are floating in a thick soup of existence. We used to think we lived in a lonely house in the country. Webb just turned on the lights and showed us that we are actually microscopic bugs living in the carpet of a packed football stadium. And we never knew the stadium existed. But this visual density, this crowded, suffocating reality forces us to face a contradiction that is keeping scientists awake at night. If the universe is this full, if the party is this crowded, why is it so quiet? Webb is powerful enough to sniff the atmosphere of planets trillions of miles away. It's finding water, carbon, methane. The ingredients for life are everywhere. They are trash littering the cosmic alleyways. So, if the ingredients are common and the space is infinite and the time has been endless, where is everyone? This is the Fermi paradox on steroids. We are looking at a metropolis that stretches forever. The lights are on, the doors are open, but the streets are empty. There is no traffic, no radio signals, no megastructures blocking the stars. Just silence. This leaves us with two options, and both are nightmares. Option one, we are truly, uniquely alone, a statistical miracle in a dead universe, an orphan species destined to die in the cold. But option two is worse. What if the universe isn't empty? What if it's just hiding? There is a concept called the dark forest theory. Imagine the universe is a dark forest at night. It is full of life, but it is also full of hunters. In a forest like that, the stupidest thing you can do is scream. If this theory is true, the silence of the universe isn't a lack of life. It's a survival strategy. The civilizations that survived are the ones that learned to shut up. The ones that made noise. They were the first to be devoured. And here we are, humanity. Like a toddler wandering through a wolf's den, shouting at the top of our lungs, "Is anyone out there?" Maybe the reason nobody answers is because they are looking at us with pity or hunger. Maybe the silence is the only thing protecting us. But the silence isn't the only thing proving us wrong. The Webb telescope didn't just find more stuff, it found the wrong stuff. According to every physics textbook written in the last century, the early universe, right after the Big Bang, should have been chaotic, messy, and hot. It should have taken billions of years for gravity to organize dust into calm, majestic spiral galaxies. But then Webb sent back the data from the dawn of time, and the astronomical community gasped. We found galaxies that are impossible. We are seeing massive, fully formed, structured galaxies existing just a few 100 million years after the Big Bang. They are too big, they are too bright, and they are too old. Imagine walking into a nursery ward at a hospital and finding a newborn baby that is 6 feet tall, has a full beard, and is bench pressing 300 pounds. That shouldn't happen. It breaks the rules of biology. Well, these galaxies break the rules of cosmology. They shouldn't be there. There wasn't enough time for them to grow this big. This suggests something deeply unsettling. Our model of the universe is fundamentally broken. Maybe the universe is older than we think. Maybe the Big Bang didn't happen the way we think. Webb is showing us that even the bedrock of our reality, the timeline of existence itself, might be a lie we told ourselves to feel like we understood the chaos. We don't understand anything. And this leads us to the second nightmare. Webb is proving that the ingredients for life are everywhere. Water, methane, carbon dioxide, the universe is practically drowning in the stuff. But if the recipe is everywhere, why is the kitchen empty? This supports a theory that is arguably more depressing than the dark forest. It's called the Great Filter. The idea is simple. Life is easy to start. Bacteria are cheap. But intelligence? Intelligence is a suicide pact. Maybe civilizations don't hide because they are scared of hunters. Maybe they don't hide because they are dead. Webb might be showing us a universe filled with ruins. It's possible that as soon as a species gets smart enough to build a telescope, they also get smart enough to build a nuclear bomb, or a bioweapon, or artificial intelligence that replaces them. We look at the stars and wonder, where are they? The answer might be that they are all trapped on their home worlds, buried under layers of their own mistakes. We assumed that expanding into the stars was our destiny, a ladder we were meant to climb. But the Webb telescope is showing us that the ladder might be broken. The silence suggests that the Great Filter is a wall that almost nobody gets over. And if we haven't crossed it yet, that means the wall is still ahead of us. We aren't the chosen ones. We are just the next contestants in a game that has a 99.9% fatality rate. James Webb gave us a gift, but it was a poisoned one. It gave us the scale. It gave us the beauty, but it took away our comfort. It showed us that the darkness we feared was actually preferable to the light. Because in the darkness, we could pretend we were special. In the light of the Webb telescope, we are revealed as nothing more than dust. The universe is full, it is vibrant, and it is watching. But for now, it remains absolutely, terrifyingly silent. And perhaps we should be thankful for that.